Out comes Brock, returns, confronts Heyman and Reigns, setting the stage for a future matchup. I thought everything about the last half hour of the show was practically perfection. And the Lesnar return was completely, came off guard for a lot of people. That was came totally out of left field. So I thought that was awesome. So your thoughts, Mr. Marceau, on the main event of Mr. Marceau, the main event of SummerSlam with Cena and Reigns, followed by the epic return of Brock Lesnar.
I mean, if you haven't seen GSM's video, you got to go back. Kid was about to fall out of the press box.
There's a reason why it has almost 4 million views.
It was a great return. But for the match first, like you said, I think it started off slow, but I think that's Roman now. Like, he's a big guy, big star. Like, you don't need to go 100 miles per hour at first. And I think him and Cena worked well together. I think Cena, like you said, basically pulled out all the stops and still going to beat Roman. And just like, whoever beats Roman, I'm still hoping it's someone that's not made yet. If they're not made, then I don't know. I mean, he's been booked like an absolute monster. Beat Cena. I'm assuming he'll beat Brock as well. And whoever gets that rub, I mean, they should be a goddamn star because Reigns has been great. This was a great match. Great for Cena. This is a swan song. I think it was a good showing for him. Great little return, and then Roman looked great, and then Brock coming out. Oh my goodness! I mean, the place went unglued. I went unglued. I was like, "Let's fucking go!" Big Brock guy, and just great to see him back. And him and Roman. I mean, we've seen the match 1,000 times, but now that the roles are reversed, I mean, I don't hate it.
No, I'm curious. I'm curious to see what role Heyman's going to follow in this as well. Where do you think he goes? Where do his allegiances lie? Is it with Lesnar or Roman Reigns, you think?
Say that one more time. His alliance. I think it's going to be with Roman.
I hope so. I
mean, he's a heel, so he should. I want to see like a babyface Paul Heyman. So.
I don't know. I just feel like the Heyman and Roman stuff is just getting started. I wouldn't cut that short anytime soon. But no, I love the match, and I thought Lesnar coming out was great. I'm very looking forward to seeing where they go from here. And kind of going back to our original point, I don't know if we talked about this on air or not, but SmackDown is stacked right now. I saw a rumor earlier saying that the NBC USA Network executives were pretty pissed that SmackDown is so stacked. They have Becky back, Brock back. I know Brock's a part-timer, but Cena went to SmackDown when he came back. Edge went to SmackDown when he came back. SmackDown got the Money in the Bank briefcase. I mean, SmackDown is just ridiculously stacked right now. There is no reason to watch Raw. I don't think the USA Network executives are satisfied with just having Goldberg on their roster. And Finn Balor going to SmackDown too. He just arrived there, and Raw got Karrion Kross. He's a fucking loser. So, yeah, I'm just not a fan. But what are your thoughts on the brands being so uneven at the moment? Do you think this might be rectified in the draft coming up in a couple of months?
I mean, SmackDown's absolutely stacked right now. I mean, hey, Raw got Goldberg. I mean, what else could they want?
Gage.
They got Gage. They got Charlotte. I mean, I don't know. I think they have good time. They have good people, but I mean, I think SmackDown right now is the upper hand. I mean, they have the bigger people, but at the end of the day, I think Fox is paying a little bit more money. So
that is a good point. That is a good point.
Hey, look at the checkbook. Look what the check they wrote. I mean, SmackDown's paying a freaking $1 billion. Fox paying them $1 billion to air SmackDown. I mean, and then right now, I mean, it's the more viewed show. I mean, it's more bearable. It seems like it's written by two different people. I mean, yeah. It doesn't matter if you have 100 people. I still think even without those people being on the show, I think SmackDown's been a 100 times better viewing show than Raw's been. I mean, I just feel like Raw is just kind of just like it's just honestly awful. Honestly, not the sugar. It's just not a good show.
Yeah.
I think Priest being a champion's great. I think he's been good. Bobby's been good. RK Bro stuff's been amazing, but I mean, Charlotte winning the title, I mean, that's big for them because, I mean, she's one of their big-time players, but I just feel like everything else in between just all comedy terribleness, and the Miz and Morrison stuff, who cares? I didn't care. I like the Karrion Kross, whatever. I mean, hopefully they see the backlash and like, okay, this is fucking stupid, but, I mean.
I doubt that. I feel like they're just going to run it into the ground, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. And I actually really liked Rhea and Nikki Ash, so I can't complain.
What, the tag team match? Yeah. No, I think they might. I don't know if they're going to be a team or what they're doing with that, but yeah, no, I thought they worked well together. We'll see. Not everything on the show is bad. I'm not saying that, but just compared to SmackDown, it's not even a comparison. And the 3 hours don't help either, obviously. I mean, they wasted a literal half hour in the show this week with like the same 4 people. Like Damian and Lashley went all of 90 seconds before they went into the tag team match. Why not just do the tag team match from the fucking get-go? Like, I hate when they do that shit. It just makes no sense.